what's going on? So this is a video for Virgos. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share the video. Please make sure to get the book on Amazon on BarnesandNoble.com. This is my book right here. My name's on it. Yeah. What else? I'm Kareemspiritworks, and when I'm having fun, I'm the best in the world. So since you Virgos essentially gave me the most views, you and Sagittarius, I'm doing y'all first, right? I'm doing the videos for y'all first. So I'm going to actually use my dragon deck for this time, right? This is for the yearly overview. And the reason why is because dragons are symbolic of many different things. And one of the things that dragons are notoriously symbolic of and for is renewal, like how you having a new year coming up for you, right? So new opportunities. So let's get into it. So let's see what the Virgos have got. Let's see what's going on with the Virgos. Let's see what's going on with the Virgos. Let's see, okay. Let's see what's going on with the Virgos. Okay, so we got ourselves the first card. All right, so the first card that I come up with is the Hierophant immediately, right? The Eight of Swords, Six of Cups, the Knight of Wands, Five of Cups, the Tower. Look how beautiful these cards are. The King of Swords, the Lovers, Three of Cups, and last but not least, we have the Knight of Wands. I usually don't even use this deck because I'm planning on using it later when all these other cards essentially get old and, you know what I mean, old and brittle and wrinkled and stuff like this. Pull this out. Just keep two deck of cards, Mermaid and Dragon, because I'm a minimalist and I really don't need a lot in order to be on point. So the Hierophant, the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Wands. Excuse me, Six of Cups. So y'all already know what the Six of Cups represents. Someone whom you used to be messing with now decides that they want to come back. The Hierophant and the Eight of Swords, you're really doing your thing, right? You know, these people want to come back, but the Eight of Swords, you already know how the Eight of Swords is. They really don't even know where to start. They really don't even know what to say, where to start, how to begin, right? And then you have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant represents how this is you. A lot of you Virgos doing your thing, right? Y'all are kind of, as you can see, the dragon in it, right? Y'all are kind of guarding the castle in the sense that y'all are not around this time. A lot of you Virgos may not even necessarily be even so easily approachable or even there to even talk to. A lot of y'all may be more difficult to talk to. You know, family member had actually talked to me about that earlier in the year, right, on my birthday, talking about, well, why is it that every time I call you, it seems as if your phone is off? And I had to tell my family member, I was like, nah, it's not like that. The reason why is because I'm harder to reach in that sense, based upon, like, there's many different reasons why, right? One of the reasons why is I try to keep the battery at 100% or as much battery as I possibly can. And another reason why is because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whenever it is that you and I have that kind of time, you know, as siblings and stuff like this, I really don't want anybody calling me up and stuff like that. All that stuff when it comes to outside of family comes second. I'm first. My family is right up there with being first as well. It's tied for first place. And then second place is everybody else, obviously, right? So it's the same kind of situation for a lot of you Virgos. And see, you know, these people really don't know how to even approach the situation. But the King of Wands and the Five of Cups represents, well, the King of Wands and the Five of Cups represents you. It represents how, as you see, you fly dressed in red, right? The whole red thing. You have the Red Kings, the Moors, right? You even see the fez that's on top of, you know, because a crown is a fez or a variation of a fez, which is Moorish, basically. But I get into that, but you know what I mean? And the things that the Five of Cups represents the regret that the other person feels. And then you have the Tower. So you effectively have the King of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Tower, which is about how you know, you really have, my dear Virgos, you really have people really crushing over you. Like, wow, like they really may have messed up on you. And like I said before, a lot of people spend too much of their time, you know, thinking that, Virgo is dispensable. Virgo is disposable. And a lot of the times they don't really understand you need Virgo in order to push the progress of the entire universe along. You need Virgo because originally there was only 6 zodiac signs, and Virgo was the last zodiac sign because there was originally 6. And the reason why it is that they had to split it from 6 to 12 is because obviously they found that, with the universe dividing it, I can get into that, but the universe kept dividing itself and stuff like this into more and more attributes. You had to create another set of 6 in order to kind of give you a personality as to how, you know what I mean, like how to work. So Virgo essentially was the last zodiac sign, right? And remember, Virgo is the opposite sign of what? Pisces. You see what I'm saying? Pisces is the 12th zodiac sign, the last sign. So you need Virgo in order to push you along. There's only 4 zodiac signs that are not animals, and that's, like I said, and that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Virgo. All the other zodiac signs are animals. So the job of these 4 zodiac signs is to kind of help bring up the thought process, and help upgrade the mentality and kind of soothe the animalistic nature of other people. But when people, they start thinking too fast, they start thinking essentially too much in their base instincts, they start thinking, oh, well, I could go ahead and disrespect such. It's like, but you don't even pay attention to maybe what this Virgo is trying to put you onto. You see what I mean? And the things that the King of Swords represents, again, this person understands your value now because, they understand your value. And the thing is that the lovers represents, if they could, and it's right up underneath the 6 of Cups. So if they could, then they would want to be around you. They would want to hang out with you, right? They would want to ultimately try to be a relationship again if not, try to rekindle some sort of friendship, that had some level of romanticism in it, or romantic energy to it. And then you have the 3 of Cups and the Knight of Wands. The 3 of Cups and the Knight of Wands, right? The 3 of Cups represents reconciliation. So some of you Virgos will decide to get back together with these people. But the Knight of Wands is that this person is most definitely with it as long as you're with it. So let's clarify the 6 of Cups. Right? Let's check their intentions. Let's kind of check their intentions. So you have the 5 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and then you have the 10 of Swords. Like I said, that 5 of Wands energy of thinking that immediately that, thinking at the time they were completely done with you and that they knew better. Wheel of Fortune, look at how it is that they end up being now. Now they coming back to some of you Virgos, and some of you Virgos are like, I don't know, I need to think about this. Some of you Virgos, like I said before, will go back to them, So let's clarify the lovers. Let's clarify the lovers, the Empress, wow, which is Venus. 8 of Pentacles, the Death card. Like I said, some of you will move on. Some of you will have a lot of the first night of, starting to hang out with this person again. So it's coming in real fast, real hot, real heavy. Let's clarify the Knight of Wands. Let's get out of here. So to clarify the Knight of Wands, we have the 7 of Cups, the Judgment, and then you have the King of Wands to clarify the Knight of Wands. So, so this is about how it is that they know that you have options, and they know that they have to relax. Otherwise, you'll just go off with somebody else. For some of you Virgos who say yeah, and later on down the line, as I'm going to still be here to report on that, if things don't necessarily go well, then it means that you have a lot of things that you have to work on. like understanding when a person's apology is sincere and when it's okay to bring a person back into your circle of trust and when it's not okay. Another thing is that the Judgment and the King of Wands represents how, since this is a situation as well, the Judgment and the King of Wands speaks to how a lot of you Virgos are kind of like seeing, kind of not testing them, but again, you will be paying attention to see if they're really sincere. And the King of Wands represents their enthusiasm. But again, Virgo, don't mix up enthusiasm for them being sincere. So that's all it is that I have to say on this. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.